Welcome back to another episode of the Heart Investment, guys. How y'all doing, man? My name is Aaron, and I got my lovely co-host Aaliyah, and we have a special guest today, man. This is my brother here, man, from another mother. Hey, Braden.
Hey,
His name
how
is
are y'all
Braden.
doing?
Go ahead, Braden.
Yeah.
You got
Introduce
the floor.
yourself.
Oh, okay. My fault. Yeah, like you said, my name is Braden Jenkins. I'm a up and coming filmmaker, videographer, editor, director, producer, whatever you want to call it. Um,
Nice.
All
yeah,
the.
wear all the hats. Wear all the hats. So, pretty much from PG County.
Right,
That's
all
where I'm from, born and raised. 26 years old, and yeah, I'm just happy to be here, man. Thank you for having me.
always welcome to be here, brother. Always welcome. Uh,
So
Leah, let's
wait,
get into that
when
quote.
you
Oh,
produce a
okay.
movie, I'm gonna need to. Can I like act in that job? I'm a little actress, a little bit, just a little bit.
Oh, you an actress? How long
Not
you
like
been?
I'm not an actress, but I can act. Like I've been
Was,
in
what,
plays.
was you in a play though? Was you in a
Yes,
play
I've
like
been
in
in
middle
high
school,
school.
high
You remember
school?
Raising the Sun?
Oh, okay. What
I
part
was
did you
the
play?
lead.
What part did you
Okay,
play?
the lead. I was the mom, the lead.
Oh, oh yeah. We're gonna
So
have to
yeah,
talk after the
when you
show. So
produce
yeah,
something, hit me. Listen,
yeah.
we're gonna talk.
We're gonna have to lock in. Yeah, absolutely.
Look,
All
he's
right,
gonna get
bet.
down into all of that. He definitely gonna get down to all of that.
All right. So the quote
But
of the day: Forgive many things in others, nothing in yourself. I'm gonna repeat that. Forgive many. Onyx, don't start. Forgive many things in others, nothing in yourself. What does that mean to you?
What does that mean to me?
Yeah.
Uh, say it one more time.
Forgive many things in others, nothing in yourself. I don't know. I'm not gonna hold you. That kind of got me a little. I'm a little confused with that quote, but that's what it say.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm definitely thinking from a past standpoint. Like it might have been like certain people you might have been hanging out with, or being around in your circle that wasn't for you, and now you're moving in kind of a different direction now. So I
Okay.
don't know. That was kind of confusing, but I would say definitely it makes me think more so like people I might have hung out with in the past that just end up growing in different directions. I mean, everyone's growing in different directions, so everyone might start in the same place, and then you might look up at somebody in a whole different place. Everybody on their own journey in life, so that's kind of what I took from it.
Aaron, what you got?
um, read that one more time for me. Read that one more time for me.
You said you needed one more time. All right,
Yeah,
hold on. Give me a second.
that was good though, Brandon. I like what you said. That
Yeah,
was
Forgive
I just
many
got to
things
go off
in
the top.
others, nothing in
forgive many
yourself.
things. You said forgive many things.
Forgive many things in others, nothing in yourself.
Mm.
Nothing to myself. Oh, damn. All right, forgive many things in others, but nothing of myself. Yeah, that's I would take from that. Um, I guess I'm forgiving them for I don't know what I don't know. That's a tough one. Uh, forgive anything to others. Right. So faults that I see in myself that I also see in others. Um, I guess I wouldn't take as much I wouldn't take as much criticism of it. Much criticism of myself as as other people, criticize their flaws as well. Like, say we all have, I don't know, say we all have bad hair or something like that, right? But I wouldn't take it as bad as you two would take it. So, you know, I, I don't know, some type of mistake or whatever. I don't know. That's a tough one. one though, but I think Braden had the best saying about it. You know what I mean? That's a good
Actually,
quote though.
yeah, mine actually after she reread it again, I started thinking about it. What I was trying to say was, I said mine was confusing. I mean, it still was relatable to me, but I was thinking in my actual life, like forgiving people from the past that have done past things. But then I don't know, when it gets to that other part, then that's when it start.
Yeah,
But don't I don't know. I don't know, but I get what the quote is saying, and it's kind of relatable to my situation or what I was thinking in my head. So yeah.
that's what
I
that's
say this week's quote kind of
yeah, it's
stumbling up a
similar.
little bit.
It
It's
took me
like
to a whole different it took me to a whole different thought process there. What you think, Lee?
um I don't know. See, I feel like it has to do with like others' actions because they say forgiving people for like what they do. I'm gonna say what I think is like forgive people what they do to you. Like not that you don't forgive yourself for how you treated a person as far as like good. If you treated someone good and they didn't treat you well, like forgive them, but like don't doubt yourself. Like that's how it's said to me.
Yeah.
Something like
You
that.
on to something.
Yeah, she
It's
Something like
yeah.
that.
cooking up in
That
there.
that really got me thinking. I know.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. Okay, that's too much thought. Aaron, what's the topic? What's the topic?
Yes, too much thought.
That's a lot of thoughts.
All right. The first topic, I guess it's just gonna kind of flow. Really, you guys are gonna catch on as I'm saying this. So recently, I just had a birthday last week, and
Yeah,
uh,
yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
I am, I'm definitely getting old. And I read this quote. I read this quote from this preacher. I think he's well known. I really forgot his name honestly, but they call him the hip hop preacher. And he said something powerful that applied not only to me last week as I'm growing and getting older, but I really want to hear how you guys think about this because it definitely applies to everyone's life of how they view things. And he pretty much said, uh, when you want to succeed, if you want to, when you want to succeed, you want it as bad as you want to breathe. Now, if you want something in life, you know what I mean? If you want to succeed at something, if you want to become a basketball player, if you want to become a singer, if you want to become a producer, you want to do it as bad as you want to breathe. Like everybody knows that I love basketball, I love football, I love sports.
Even though you're
And
not good.
that's that is not a debate. I me and Brandon go way back and he knows that
Brayden, don't lie. Is he
No,
good?
we'll need to talk about my skills on the basketball court because, yeah,
Brayden, is
I don't want to
Aaron
get
good
embarrassed on
from
it.
what you remember?
Bruh, when was we? Uh,
See, he would have just said yeah if he was good, but
I
see,
mean, that was a long time ago. What
oh,
are you talking about? Like back in high school, like after school, like in the
from
top
what you
gym
remember,
at the top?
from what
yeah,
you remember, from your personal
from what
experience
you
with
remember.
Aaron, is he any good?
Honestly, I really don't remember. But that's not to say that he's bad. I
Doesn't
just
remember.
don't remember.
He
Dang,
doesn't remember.
you just
I'm
introduced him
just
as
trying
your
to
brother
think.
from another mother, and he just said, nah, bro, you not good.
He just don't remember. That's it.
I
That's
just don't
nothing bad.
remember.
If you
It's
was
not
good, he
It's
remember.
up here.
it's nothing bad. But but yeah, so pretty much um if you want to succeed in something and you want to do it as bad as you want to breathe. So like Braden, you're a producer, man of many titles. You're doing the photography thing and all that. Um you love that. That's your passion. And
Right.
I'm assuming that you wanted to do it as bad as you want to breathe. Like because you know, so how do you guys take that what I just said and apply it to your own lives?
Brayden, our guest goes first.
Well, like you said, I take that very serious. I mean, from from just being young, just I always wanted to make movies. Like I don't know what it was. I don't know if it was because my father wasn't really in my life, where I took more of, I guess, more heed to like watching television or like male comedians like Martin or different male actors, just movies in general. Just as at a young age, I just always just fell in love with them, and I was like, that's what I want to do. So I just honestly, I've always stayed focused on what I wanted to do from day one. Um, and yeah, back to what you were saying. Do you really want to, like, are you really living your dream, or are you really living what you want to do? And I got plenty of stories about that. But yeah, I mean, when it comes to editing,
I mean, we
shooting,
got nothing but
being
time right
dedicated,
now.
yeah, it definitely does. It's time consuming, and I mean, I really want it to be good, and I really want it, to be at a certain level. So I always put 100% into whatever I do. So definitely, I definitely could agree with you on that, and that's kind of how I make it work for me.
I do have a before Leah goes, I do have a question about you were just on another platform explaining your story, and
Hmm.
tell us about some of the bumps in the road as you were, so passionate about what you want to do in life. Like, tell us about some of the bumps in the road that you had to encounter.
Oh man, if you're trying to go back in the day, oh
I
man,
mean, you almost at the top, so I mean,
right,
we all do a bump in the road, so we want to know the story of how you got there.
right.
That's it. I want to be as great as you someday.
Okay, I'm gonna try to give a short version because I don't want to be giving y'all a motion picture. We be here for 2 hours. You grab some popcorn, she get the candy, something like that. But yeah, so like I said, pretty much from a young age, I always wanted to, be a film director or be in some kind of way revolving around film, whether that was being behind the camera, whether that was coming up with the movie concepts, whether that was just anything in general. So my mom always kept me in like different summer programs over the summer after school and stuff like that. So I was in different, videography programs and just always being committed up into high school, where I met you at Wise, which was kind of like another kind of realization of that I'm supposed to do this. Because pretty much, not to make a long story short, I got a flip camcorder when I was like in 7th grade, and from that day forward, I could just never put it down. Like I was always recording. Everybody at school was like, "Oh, you're the camera guy. Show us the footage from the basketball game at recess." And then you're like, "Oh, see that? He catch everything." So that was always my thing. And then even moving to Wise, like being in TV production and things of that nature, and always getting into photography because my mom was in the real estate. So I started taking pictures of the houses and things of that nature, and just keep moving forward. I ended up interning for this guy in Noya, Maryland, back in 2000, and I think 14. And I worked for him for over a year, just traveling around DC. He was kind of showing me the ropes of, the local industry as far as the events and fashion shows. And he really had me everywhere. And I just learned the market. And then I was like, well, if he's young and he got his own company, I want to have mine. So I started my own production company, X-Wing Productions, back in 2015. And it was almost like I said before, like it was supposed to happen. Like everything that I wanted or saw or envisioned for myself in the future kind of happened. And it's even weird that it's happening right now, because I said back in high school that I wanted to go either to Atlanta or LA, and now here we are in 2020, and I'm about to move to I mean, not LA, Atlanta. So,
Oh,
but yeah, man, just staying focused, just networking, always keeping in contact with clients and things of that nature, and went from hanging out with doing comedy skits, hanging out with different social media influencers, um, and and just building the connections and moving forward.
That is definitely a lovely story, the inspirational
I
story.
try to give y'all the short version. Y'all want part two? I could go into part two, but I wasn't trying to, I don't want to take up the whole show.
No, you can go into part two. We
Okay, we got some. Okay, I'm gonna go into part two. So basically, in 2015, I started my own production company, and then I met this guy named by the name of Lonnie B. He's a social media influencer, entertainer. He does a little bit of everything. I met him back in 2014, and he had actually, while I was just creating the production company, he was about to go and do stand up, be a stand up comedian. So he was about to start this whole tour. He knew of me from a web series that we had did last year, and then he just reached out to me and was like, "Hey, what you charge?" At that time, I was charging low rates, so I was just like, "Give me this," and I just put a number out there, and he was like, "All right," and I was like, "Oh snap!" Like, so I went on tour with him, traveled, from all over the world, Chicago, LA, Detroit, Atlanta, Pennsylvania, New York, just all over. And watching him, build his platform up and then doing videos and different stuff for him. Then in between that, I also met a woman by the name of Portia Anthony. Her name, she also goes by Queen P. She was a part of Beat Your Feet Kings back in the day, like on MTV's Best Dance Crew. She was starting a dance team at the time. I met her through mutual friends, and she was just like, "Yeah, like we just happened to meet up," and she was just like, "Yeah, I'm about to start a dance team. You want to be a part of that?" So it was kind of almost like these opportunities were just happening, and also with the word of mouth because people knew about me, but I'm so quiet and kind of shy. So at the time, so it's just kind of like, who is this guy who be doing these videos that be looking so good, but nobody knew who I was. So it's just kind of like when you seen them, you seen them. And moving on, then I met this woman in 2017. I'm sorry, 16. Named Ty Cobb. She was saying she's been sitting on this reality show for the last like 6 years called The Real Makeup Artist of DC. I mean, it's just W's just falling in the lap. But I mean, of course, everything has time to it. But I did that, and next thing you know, the next year I'm in Africa shooting my first independent short film called "H.E.A.R.T Dream,"
Africa.
made by
Wow.
Dwayne Michael. And that's on Amazon Prime.
I remember.
No, what'd you say?
I said I know Dwayne Michael.
Oh yeah. He came to Wise a couple of
Can't
times.
watch it sometimes, yeah.
Yeah. And it's crazy because I was never there when he came.
Right.
But we ended up meeting through the dance team earlier, and then later on he ended up reaching out and was like, "Yo, we about to start doing these college tours. Yo, you're the best in the DMV, so I need you." So we started doing that initially, and then by 2018 he was like, "I want to make this into a movie," and I was like, "Okay." He was like, "Yeah, and we're going to Africa." I was like, "Damn." I'm sorry, can we touch on him? Okay, well, whatever. But yeah, so we just went to Africa for like 10 days, South Africa, shot this incredible stage play, Shoot Your Dreams, just motivating kids to follow their dreams and whatever they want to do in life. And yeah, that just was the start of it. And it just, each year I just kept getting better and better, continuing, now making the transition from a videographer now to a filmmaker into film. So that's pretty much the story.
That that story definitely needs to be in the movie someday. Like, I mean, maybe you can do that movie yourself because you can tell the story better than you.
I thought about it. The documentary is definitely coming soon, bro.
Definitely. I would stay tuned for that for sure. Look, that's I mean, that's basically how you climb up the ladder, man. Like you
Yeah.
like I said, you had a lot of W's fall in your lap. It doesn't come without that hard work that you put in, and you know, you're so passionate about it. I mean, I remember everything that we did at Wise or everything. So you were definitely passionate about everything that you wanted to accomplish. And like I said, that is really what that quote was saying. You wanted it as bad as you breathe. You know what I mean? Because without breathing, you can't do nothing. So, uh, that was definitely a great story that you got there, and I always support you and wish you the best on
Thank you.
everything that you do in the future. Um, Leah, you passionate about something? Uh, what do you think?
Well, my life isn't as fascinating as Braden here, but um, I'm passionate. Honestly, I'm passionate about a couple of things, but I got my little hair hustle on the side. I got school, but like school as in medical school I'm about to go to next fall. But right now, that's not the focus. I'm not the focus right now at the moment. At the moment, I'm just trying to find make little connections here and there, pull in here and there. So right now, I work in a shop. So today was my first day actually in the shop
Oh,
working. I did somebody's hair. So, it's a start because I honestly, ever since I started doing hair, I've always wanted to work in a shop. So I finally got that opportunity to work in a shop. So hopefully starting there, I will build more clientele. Because I already got my few clients. I have about, I want to say like 8 to 10 solid clients. But like, working in the shop kind of bring that up. I'm gonna have a little. I'm gonna be getting booked like every week type. So that's the goal. That's honestly the goal right now. I just want to get more clientele with doing hair. I want to craft. I want to perfect my craft because right now my specialty is locks and like braids and stuff. Like stuff like this, but I want to perfect my craft and get better at it so I can get more clientele and get popping for real. And then I have this podcast with you, Aaron. One day we're gonna be on top, but that's another day. That's another story for another day.
It's gonna happen. Speaking into existence.
Oh, of
Very
course,
excited.
of course. Aaron got some big things coming, and I'm right beside him, right in the passenger seat. But yeah, that's about it. Honestly, I haven't been to Africa.
Nah,
I,
I was gonna say you doing hair. I might need to get this.
listen, come visit me. Come visit me. I
Let's,
got
like I said, we gonna talk after the
that.
end.
I'm gonna star in I'm gonna start a movie.
Yeah,
we making connections already. This
all
is what
that. Yeah.
I mean, I might need my chin hair
Aaron,
braided up a
please.
bit if that can be.
Aaron, please.
What I mean, I might need that.
Brady for what?
Just saying. I don't know. Can I have like I don't know. Can I have like the little twist
That's
on there?
weird.
I might.
Your beard's not even long enough for that.
Well, it's growing. Do you
Okay,
see
but
it?
it's
It's
not long
growing.
enough for that.
Uh, it's
Okay,
been growing.
well, grow it some more.
Okay.
Dang.
But yeah, my passion right now is just to be successful in the things that I am doing at the moment.
Mhm.
Aaron, what you been doing, mister? Because it ain't basketball, so don't say
Uh,
that.
Oh,
now, hold slow the brakes on the basketball thing because that is still something that I'm passionate about. I might even become semi-pro someday.
you
Ooh,
be
speaking into
balling with Jeremy and them
existence.
too.
Huh?
You be balling with Jeremy and them too.
I mean, when I find out about them balling, I guess
Oh yeah,
so.
because I don't even be knowing about these balling sessions that be going on.
Yeah, because I mean, every court that I step on, I grace it. But
I
Damn.
thought you hoop every
no,
Sunday.
so so you know, well, it's cold outside now. So
Oh yeah, you're
unless
right. It
I'm
is cold
inside the
outside.
gym, then
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I feel you.
but definitely them Sunday buckets that I used to give out. My gosh, that is some free smoke there. But I would.
Because Remy sent me videos of you. Don't do
He
that.
sent you.
Mm-mm.
He sent you clips of me
Remy sent
missing.
me videos said, "Come get your cousin."
He
Oh,
sent me
on
clips.
Facebook.
Oh,
He sent me clips of me
let me
missing.
see the videos.
He sent me some clips of me missing a couple shots. But definitely, he didn't tell you that we would have won 6 games straight, and I was barbecuing them.
Oh, he
H.E.A.R.T.
ain't
I was
tell
out
me
there.
that.
I was out there in Virginia barbecuing Bama's. But
He ain't tell me that. He just showed me.
Okay.
He showed me you not doing so well.
look, what I say, whatever I say is like whenever the ball is in my hands, somehow it's always some type of recording. That's how you know I'm something special because something special is about to happen when the ball is in my hand. Something special is about to
We,
happen when the ball is in
you
my
know
hands.
what?
That's why when the ball is, you
We're gonna have
always
to
need to be
start
ready to
a
record when the ball.
separate show, and yeah, we're gonna have to get on the court, all of us, and yeah, we're gonna have to see how this is about to play out because that's the only way we really gonna find out
I'm
for
about
real.
to say we're gonna have to go
Only
live
way,
on a podcast on the
Yeah,
actual
live on the
ball.
podcast.
of course, we can do that. That is not an issue at all. But with that put aside, basketball is something that I do, continue to work on, build my own game. Uh, outside of the basketball court, I do am passionate about accounting. I like numbers. I like stacking money. Um, I'm interested in being the general manager of, maybe a basketball team. I can be a accountant for a professional athlete. I even just got interested in, um, well, I guess I can't get that one out because maybe they'll come back to
You want to do my taxes?
um I can do that. I can save you a lot of money. Um but yeah, so pretty much the accounting thing is really what I'm in college for. And I've been so passionate about uh building my own brand as well as, show uh so pretty much if I wasn't so passionate about basketball, I honestly would be so great in these other areas, even though accounting is, come to me as second nature. So um, I'm just as well as in that area as, basketball. So as I continue to learn and climb up the ladder, I do hope to own my own accounting firm someday. Uh, so pretty much putting in the work with that. I almost I almost am near 150 credits that certifies me to become a certified public accountant. That's what a CPA is. I then will take my CPA to practice in all 50 states. If I don't decide to continue on now, then I can practice in 4 states because 4 states don't need the 150 credits. It only needs the 120, which is Colorado, California, Delaware, and New Hampshire. So that would mean I will only have to be able to practice in those areas there. But those areas don't sound too interested to me. So I'd rather be able to travel across the world, um,
Cali
doing
not
accounting
interested?
business. So outside, hmm?
Cali
You say
not
Cali?
interested? Yeah.
Uh, I mean, I guess from the stories that I hear, Cali is overrated. I would rather, be able to practice in other areas, maybe Seattle or something like that, or maybe
Okay.
Virginia, maybe Baltimore, who knows. So it gives me more flexibility than just being stable in these 4 areas. Because me just moving around California, Delaware, and New Hampshire, that is, it gives me slight movement, give me more slight opportunities versus me being able to have the full 150 credits. But yeah. That being said, I take accounting as serious as I breathe. I live and breathe accounting every day. This goes into saving money. I wasn't good at saving money at first until I started to apply it to my own life. And that's what really got me into accounting was being able to apply those things to my whole life. And me being so attentive to basketball, I I can count LeBron's stats. I can count Kobe's stats all day, every day. You know, with me being able to do that, that applies to math. That applies to statistics. I can count up numbers like, those numbers pop up in my head like it's candy. So, you know, uh, 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 being acclimated to that, I'm so passionate about that. It carried me a long way. I thank Miss Gillis Cruz for that if she's ever watching this show. But yeah, yeah, yeah. That's what made me so passionate about carrying this on into my further. So yeah, that's what I got from that. Um, so I do hope to succeed in all these areas that I plan to accomplish.
You
And
will.
Yeah, it's gonna happen, bro.
yeah,
That's crazy. I could use both of y'all in the future when I blow up. Him for accounting, you could be the actress, hairdresser. It's gonna be. Listen,
Listen, we set right here. This is
we
that
all
right
gonna blow
here.
up. I'm saying
definitely.
right now, we all gonna blow up on the show.
Of course.
I definitely take your word for that. That's definitely something that's going to happen. Um, so with that being said, how has the COVID, affected your work? How has it affected, the things that you were normally doing on a daily basis?
When it first happened, I was actually, I ain't gonna lie, I was feeling good as a mug because I just had finished coming from Atlanta. Like I was last year, well, I'm sorry, not last year. This year, um, as far as in January, I was in Atlanta working on like my first like industry film, so to speak. It was actually a
Uh,
Christmas film. It should be coming out next year. But I was on feeling on top of the world, and then COVID hit, and I was just like, at first it was kind of like gossip or whatever, and then like stuff started really happening. Businesses started shutting down, so I was honestly getting kind of scared. Um, but honestly, in my field, since I'm gifted also behind the camera and then also with the editing as well, it did slow me down for a little bit, like a couple of months. But I mean, to God be the glory. I just took the right precautions, masked up. Make sure I wipe down my equipment. Use hand sanitizer at all times. Make sure everyone else is sanitized and things of that nature. So it it kind of affected me in the early stages, but once I kind of got used to what I needed to do as far as moving forward, I would say I won't say nothing has changed because there are some bad things to it. Like it's places I might want to go, but I can't. You might have to call in advance, or they might already be booked up, or they might not even be open because of the pandemic. So just minor little setbacks, but for the most part, I got to that grind and started working. So
do you think those changes are going to be permanent? Like the adjustments that you had to make?
um I don't think they're going to be permanent. I think it might take a while to get everything back where it used to be. But I don't think that we're never going to, it's never going to open back up again. I think in order to get to that point, I feel like everyone has to just work together to get to the next step at the end of the day. Like at the end of the day, we all want to go out again. We all want to have these different businesses or different places we used to go open up again. And in order to do that, we got to work together as far as you know making sure everything is cleaned up, everything's good. The people that are sick, are taken care of. There's not people out here spreading it even more. Because I mean, we went kind of wild. We went real wild. When it was first happening, it got real wild. People was getting on plane trips going to Miami, and it just got wild. But I believe it could all be cleaned up. I think it's going to take some time, but I believe we could get past this.
So you had so with this pandemic going on and just I guess we're gonna separate. I want to hit two aspects, right? Um, at any point, have you had like down moments or thought that you were gonna fail? Like, what is? Give me the common reason, or give me some reasons why uh people fail or give up.
Uh, I think a lot of times why people fail or give up is just they might have started something and had a strong start, but because things might not be going in the right direction that they want them to, they might get a little, a little shaky about it, or feel like, maybe it's not going to happen. Like they just start getting in their own head, like just thinking of different things like, well, maybe, maybe I need to do something else, or maybe this isn't working. Just overthinking the situation most of the time. And even, I mean, I'm guilty of doing it. It has happened to me. It's crazy. You were saying this year, but it actually happened to me the year before. Like all those W's that I was talking about
Mhm.
last year in 2019, I didn't have a whole lot of wins. And I think it was God showing me that can you really, handle this life, this lifestyle? Because there's going to be some times where you're going to be at the top and everything's going to be good, and then there's going to be times where you're down and everything might not be as well. So that was definitely a challenge for me, just as far as I was so busy, but going into that next year, because I was so busy, other people might have that wanted to work with me. I didn't have time to work with them, so they might have moved on or, went in a different direction. So I was just kind of left with what I had at the time, and that was like 3 clients. But I worked with them throughout the year. I did one dance documentary that's on YouTube called Beyond the Lights about this girl who started her own dance company called H.E.A.R.T Polka Parnell. I did that, and then also I worked with Lonnie B, as I always do, and then I also worked with this modeling company called Models Inc.
I've
So,
heard of them.
and it's crazy because I ended up making more money with just those 3 people more than I made the year before, and I felt like I was on top of my game. Going to Africa, doing 2 reality shows, like I was the man. But I'm still the man. It's just life has different hurdles. Like, but at the end of the day, you can't give up. You can't give up. I mean, I came to a point last year where I almost wanted to give up doing this for real. Like, and I was just kind of like in this dark place where it was just kind of like I just didn't want to do it anymore. And I just kind of sat on it for like a month or a couple of days or a couple of weeks. And, I seen some things that just got me motivated to keep going. So just at the end of the day, it's going to get to a point where you feel like I can't do this no more. And at the end of the day, those are the times when God has the blessing right for you, right around the corner. But it's like you so like, man, I'm fed up. I can't do this no more. I'm done. And then I got a call from one of my, friends, and that's how I started. I got plugged in with her. She was just like, it was like, hold on, where my phone at? It was like, doo, 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 doo. I was like, hello? Nah, man. What you think how I've been? Oh, actually, I'm sorry. This before the pandemic, so everything was cool then. So yeah, so I'm like, yeah, man, I'm chilling, whatever. What? Y'all want to go to the BET Hip Hop Awards? You got a ticket?
Oh,
Wow.
All right, I just took faith. I just like, all right, forget it. I'm just pay for this ticket. And then I went down to Atlanta, went down there. It's crazy, and that was the same time Tyler Perry was opening up Tyler Perry Studios. He had the grand opening in Atlanta. So I went down there. She showed me the ropes of Atlanta, and the movie came. Then another movie came. now I'm about to move there. So it's just like blessings be right around the corner every time when you're at your breaking point. So anytime where it's a moment where you feel like, bro, I can't do it no more. Like I'm done. Like I've I've reached to the limit that I can go. I can't do it no more. And it'll be right around the corner, which you're supposed to have. So
No, honestly, that's facts because it be times where you just, for instance, for me, it'll be times I'm just like, bruh, like, what am I doing? Or like, it's just like I'm sitting there reflecting. I'm like, okay, so what's up? And then boom, an opportunity just comes out of the blue.
Is this
I
before
know
pandemic
it.
or after pandemic?
To
Wait,
this
say that
day,
again?
It- huh?
to this day,
Okay, okay,
it's just
okay.
random. Like when at times when you think like it's like not enough or you just like over it is when stuff just come out the blue like, hey, opportunity. Like opportunities knocking. It's like, hey,
Yep.
opportunity. That's no, that's lit. That's definitely what's up.
Oh, yeah. That's definitely something that is a blessing in disguise. Leah, did you give your take on before pandemic and after pandemic, like because people during the pandemic they so like um 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 I don't know, they so spoil you with these unemployment checks that's coming every week. They probably don't have no other passion. So they probably just give up and be like, yeah, I've been getting this, pandemic money. They ain't got no aspirations to continue on what they were doing before this pandemic. So like that's why I asked that question. You know, you know, for people that's not getting that in this pandemic, you know, they have to be creative. They have to, be able to do something with their time. They have to keep that motivation up because, all jobs, are probably about to go back down. More people are starting to lose their jobs. So that's why I asked that question. You know, with those people that don't have the motivation to, or don't have a job at the moment, they just sitting there like, damn, like this pandemic keeping me out of work. I ain't got nothing else to do but sit around, grab some chips, and just
Grab some chips,
watch.
get that quarantine weight.
Yeah, I done seen quarantine weight. You seen James Harden? He's playing basketball and he still got that quarantine weight. But um
That's a couple people I know personally that got a quarantine weight.
oh man, that's
Like, whoo, wait a second, where did that come from?
I'm
But
saying,
not honestly, those
Oh,
people
no.
that's getting unemployment are really lucky. They're really lucky. Even if they don't, even if they're like, because they don't have to do nothing. I wasn't that benefit. I didn't get that benefit. I didn't get the luxury to get unemployment.
I ain't got that
So,
luxury either.
so I still gotta work, and then it's like, man, honestly, this pandemic just it messed me up because it's just like I graduated, and then it's like, all right, what's next? And then it's like I can't do but so much because a pandemic is going on. Like for instance, I graduated biology, but a biology degree. I want to work at a hospital, ideally speaking. This pandemic going on, I don't want to be in a hospital at
Right.
all. Like, that's Corona City. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good.
Corona
So it's
City.
like now it's making me step back. Now I gotta find other jobs that can provide for me for my I'm gonna say my needs, because well actually not even my needs, my wants, because I have a lot of wants. But so now I have to find another occupation where that still where I can still do what I want to do and still yeah, because I didn't get the luxury of having unemployment. If I had unemployment,
Bruh.
you
I'm not even gonna hold you. If I was
listen.
on unemployment,
I had
honestly.
unemployment. You don't get. I wouldn't be one of those little flashy Balenciagas, all that. I'm not doing all that. But I definitely would have put me in a new position, a different position than I'm in now.
Mhm. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's crazy with this pandemic. Me just thinking about it, like, I mean, with me being an entrepreneur, like, it's I mean, it was really hard in the beginning because it was kind of like I had those traditional family members that were just kind of like, you go to school or you get a job, and and I definitely tried both of those routes. They just didn't work for me. Um,
It
and
be like that.
yeah, I kind of feel like it was God, just like because I was qualified. I tried to get a job at the grocery store. The man look at my resume. I mean, what do you really need a resume to work in the grocery store? But I'm just like,
No,
yeah, I'm qualified.
There you
Bag,
go.
you
bag.
shouldn't.
Hey, how you doing? Bag. I can do that. He's
There
not worried about my job application. He worried about just having all females in the grocery store because he got that, that ideal complex. He just want to be in charge of everything, and he want women all, under him so he could feel, I guess that power or whatever.
Oh, he want the yes
I'm
man.
trying to go to UPS. Lady talking about some. Why are you wearing those shoes? And I'm like, what you mean? These are nice shoes. I came here for a job interview. Y'all the one that want to give me a tour around the whole building. And then
What shoes did you have on?
she pointed to this guy talking about that had these busted Timbs on, talking about that's how you come to work right there. I was like, well, lady, I didn't know I was getting to work. I didn't know that I had to wear busted Timbs to get your attention to get the job. I was just trying
What
to.
were you wearing though?
I was wearing like what was I wearing?
He had on the little gators. Stop playing. He had on the gators.
No, I ain't had no gators on. Nah. I ain't had the church. I ain't had the church gators on. But
And that crocodile skin on there.
nah, I ain't had none of that on. I had some normal stuff on, but they was nice shoes. But at the end of the day, I say all of that to say this, like it's crazy that this pandemic is happening, and then it's kind of like those people that always are like, well, you should get a job, or you should do this, you should do that. And then this pandemic happened and all these people lose their jobs. So it's just like, what if I did listen to those people and I didn't follow my dreams or what I wanted to do at the time? Like, I wouldn't even be in the situation that I'm in right now. Like,
you would have filed for unemployment.
Yeah.
They would have got $700 a week.
Yeah.
That's exactly what you would have got. $700 a week.
Yeah, definitely. But
man, if I would have worked before, listen, man, it's cool though. It's cool. My time is coming.
Yes, yes. Our time is coming. Our time is definitely coming.
Yes, it's coming.
So Brayden, I maybe I missed it. Did you didn't attend college, correct? Or you did?
no, I did not attend college. I just basically took like just different programs, like certifications and things of that nature, to get certified in certain, video production, camera work, or things of that nature. So that's
college like. Was it like I wasn't interested, or you was just like
no, I was interested. As far as I'm not gonna lie, yeah, grades was terrible. They wasn't the best. They wasn't the best. So my whole thing was I wanted to go to school, but I'm not really a good test taker, so it's kind of that thing. And
that's me. I hate tests. I hate tests.
And
so
it
if
was
you had
like,
to go to a college, where would you go?
I don't want to be cliche.
Morgan State.
You want to say Howard? You was about to say Howard, weren't you?
I was gonna say Howard.
I knew it.
That was one of the ones.
Howard. Honestly, that was my choice when I was in high school. I was like, I want to go to Howard.
Yeah, that was a high school choice. You're exactly right. I was in high school. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go to Howard. No, I was gonna go to PG first, get my stuff together, and then I was gonna transfer to Howard. But initially, I wanted to. I thought about film school as well, and it's this college called why can't I just had it? Full Sail University in Florida.
I've heard of Full Sail. Oh my
that was my dream to go there. But the only problem with them is I was going, get my stuff up here, but they don't. If I wanted to transfer, they don't transfer your credits. You gotta once you there, you gotta finish there, or you ain't finishing. So you gotta do your 4 years or whatever. How years you're gonna do, you gotta do it there. So um, I didn't end up going that route, but I remember some people came to Wise one time. I don't know if you remember this, Aaron, but it was something like people coming just explaining like about college and different stuff like that in the auditorium. And when they played that Full Sail, I was like,
What's up?
I'm supposed to go. They're talking to me right now. This is a moment. I'm supposed to go there. And but it ended up not working out. Another place that I was thinking about going was or that I had some meetings there in attendance. What is the name of that art school? The Art Institute? That's what it was. The Art Institute, yeah. I was going to go there as well.
In Philadelphia, yeah. I know Philadelphia has a great program for the Art Institute.
Yeah. They have one right, I guess that's considered Virginia. It's over the line, but it's still in DC. But they have one out there too, and I went up there. But it was just so many different things that was happening. It was just like it kind of felt like God was saying, like, you're not supposed to do this. Even though in me I knew it, but I was still trying to like kind of live through what my family or my grandparents.
You were trying to force it. Yeah.
Yeah. So once I took that step and I just started doing that, and my mother supported me, with whatever I wanted to do. She wasn't really, forcing me. Like, she's just like, whatever you want to do, you got to like 26. If it don't happen by 26, then you gotta get a job. But if you can make it happen for yourself before 26. And I just turned 26 this year, so
right,
it's getting kind of scary.
He was like, all right.
Right. But in a way, I mean, I've done definitely succeeded over what I even thought for myself from day one. And look forward to the future. And there's a lot of good things that are coming up that are still happening for me. So I'm really excited about it.
Definitely. I'm excited as well. It wasn't like to take that in a bad way. I meant to ask, I meant to ask, because you didn't go to college, you still found a way to become successful. Just as if you were to go to college, how we found a way to become successful in our areas of concentration. So that is some pretty good work, and that goes to show you that you can achieve anything if you put your mind to it. You don't have to go to college to do what you're doing and all those things, because you said something familiar, and I'm not sure if you know this, but Tim Reed from Sister Sisters, the father, he teaches career at Morgan State. He's in the media production and all those things. So we see him, when campus was open, we see him a lot on pretty much Wednesdays and Fridays. So
I don't see him.
Really?
And
I'm sorry, Morgan was another school that I was thinking about attending too. And oh my gosh.
Really? You just want to go to illustrious Morgan?
I would have been so distracted. I wouldn't have been focused on nothing.
Why is that?
Yeah.
I would have been in them parties. What you mean?
The Morgan, their parties are not all that.
Are they not all that?
Look, Morgan 152, maybe homecoming, or 151. One of them.
150.
150 was it for sure.
150 was a movie.
I just remember in 9th grade, they took us to different, because I was in a lot of private schools coming up until 10th grade, which is another crazy story. That's another manifestation that I was supposed to do this. I ended up getting kicked out of private school my 10th grade year for making a video.
What you do?
It wasn't even that bad, man.
What you do?
It wasn't even that bad. That's how we know it was that bad.
So,
what you do?
Okay, before I tell this story, I always got to go into a backstory. So let me give you the backstory. So basically, like I said, I had the flip camcorder back in 7th grade. So moving forward to 8th grade, I couldn't really record at school as much as I used to, but it was a popularity about me. And then I discovered YouTube and all that stuff. So I was just uploading stuff on YouTube. So basically, a situation happened. School ended up finding out, and they were just like, you have to take down the entire page or we're suspended. And I was just heartbroken because, that was my thing. Like, I'm the camera guy. Like, that was my thing in school. Like, oh, you can do it with the camera. So them telling me, them taking that gift or that thing away from me felt like, it was basically stripping me down type stuff. So I just, I don't know. It was just a lot. But moving forward, pretty much the same thing happened in 10th grade. And we went on a field trip. I was known for making videos, but instead of putting them on YouTube, I think I'm so smart. I'm going to put them on Facebook now. Yeah, real smart. No one's going to see it, right? No teachers or adults or anything, right? So
That's
I do it.
where the old heads be at. That's the old heads Twitter.
Honestly, I think it's a conspiracy to this day. I think one of the classmates just set me up. I think it was somebody set it up or showed somebody whose parent was teaching at the school or whatever. Whatever. I have my conspiracy theory, but whatever. They ended up finding out about it, and it was this whole big thing. It turned into this whole big thing. People was making, posts on Facebook talking about free braiding and all this other stuff. They suspended me and my mans. They let him come back because he was on the basketball team, and they was trying to make some money off of him and bring some people to the school to make some money. So
I remember
that's why I said it was a conspiracy theory. And then, but they didn't let me come back. They was like, no, you gotta go.
What private school?
I don't really want to say. But it was a Christian school. Let's just, yeah.
we leave it at that.
It was a Christian school, and it was in Lanham, Maryland.
It's probably like St. Mary something or something like that.
And it was up the street from Duval.
Hey, man. She's just going to give it away.
I'm about to just Google Maps.
Yeah, but it's all good. But yeah, that happened, and it was just like, then I came to Wise, and Wise was just like, even though I had good times and bad times at Wise, Wise was like, I always wanted to go to Wise because I felt like Wise was like a magical school. Like when I used to drive past it when I was younger, I just felt like it was like an art school. Like it was just like I just always wanted to go there. So I ended up going there, and I just had the time of my life. Wise was kind of like high school and college for me in a way.
Yeah.
I like Wise. I've always, every year, I look forward to the cheer competitions. I was a cheerleader, so we always had them at Wise, and every time we would have our cheer competitions, I was looking forward. Like, yes, we're going to Wise. Wise, I love Wise. It's a big school.
People used to be coming for our school talking about y'all out there.
Wise and Flowers are cousins.
Mortal enemies.
And now Fairmont is the long lost cousin because they all look alike now. All three of the schools look alike.
Yeah, you do.
So yeah. But I like Wise. Wise was nice.
I definitely had a lot of good experiences at Wise. Woo! My first high school party for real. Your house. You remember that party? You remember that party?
Aaron, you always throwing parties.
Woo!
The crazy thing is, Aaron, I don't know. Maybe it's because I was younger than y'all, but I was always at your parties. But I don't know none of your friends. I don't know none of these people.
I don't know why you don't know. I know you were there.
But I was always there, but I was a little one. I was a little jit.
Crazy.
I was a little jit at the parties in the cut.
Hey, Brayden, man, them parties, man, them jumps was just super crazy, man.
That's crazy. Like when I say that was a high school party, like when I say everybody was there, like everybody was there, like that was that could have been a movie within itself.
I'm telling you, it could have.
I think Project X was out back
Project
then.
X, yes, Project X had just came out. Project X had just came out. I told you, I said that joint was just like Project X, man.
I know Uncle Lawrence was tired of you.
At least wasn't always. It wasn't people riding horses and on fire and
Right.
Woo.
Uncle Lawrence was tired of you and your parties.
Man, I'm pretty sure he was tired of over the years those parties. Like whenever I go back and talk to people, they always bring up like I was known for partying or something like that. I'm just like, I mean, that was that all I was known for was partying.
Apparently.
I forgot we had English class that year too.
We did.
I think. Wait, say it again.
Was it it wasn't Miss Dash or what? It
was Miss Dash.
It was Miss Dash. It was Miss Dash. It was Miss Dash. And
you and Alice, I think, was in that class.
Yeah.
Was he in that class?
I don't think he was. I don't think he was. I think he was in another. No. Yeah, he was in another.
I definitely remember you was in there though. It was a lot of people in that class. Goofy's used to, or Terrence used to be coming in there talking about. He would see the camera around my neck. He'd be like, he'd be telling people, "Oh yeah, he's gonna be a porn star one day. He's gonna be directing." Stop telling people that. What is wrong with you?
You're gonna be your own OnlyFans, huh?
No, not the OnlyFans. That's Tiger. You got it confused.
He had the OnlyFans before OnlyFans was started.
Ooh. He had the YouTube X.
I mean, I don't know why people were thinking that. People were talking about, yeah, he either gonna become a director of porn or he gonna become a male stripper. I'm like, where are y'all getting this information from?
Wow.
Really?
Look, we gotta have another show with you, Terrence, you Terrence B-Nod and Malcolm.
Man.
So what was Terrence known for in high school? I said, what was Terrence known for in high school?
Honestly, he was in the cut a lot.
He definitely was in the cut. He definitely was in the cut.
Yeah, like we only had that one class together. Like that was the only way. Like I didn't see him any other time. But I mean, Wise is like that. It'd be people that you don't even know went to Wise and
the Wise.
And boom, years later, this man is a comedian.
Yeah.
I mean, I from what I knew,
he was always funny.
I was always seeing. Yeah, I would always see him though. You know what I mean? He was real close with one of my other cousins, and I would always go over there and hoop with him and all that stuff. So like I said, growing up around y'all, and when y'all was at was it King's Grant or something like that, and y'all used to do the little shoots with B-Nod and all that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I definitely want to get in contact with those guys and have you guys. And this
was definitely good.
It sounds like a reunion. That's what it sounds like.
When is that high school Wise reunion happening?
I don't know when that reunion is happening, but I don't know. But it'll be.
I wanted to be famous when I was going to pull up like in that Martin episode, like feeling myself. Had a limo pull up. All that.
Hey,
like 10 years after, or is it 5?
10 years.
It's 10, right?
I think it's 10.
It's 10. We might be coming up on 10 in about 2023. So I'll try to put it in the works. You know what I mean? So I definitely would like to make that happen for sure.
Yeah, most definitely.
Other than that, I guess we come up to this last question before we wrap it up. Is there any regrets, or is there anything that you
could have done differently?
Yeah, could have done differently, or told your younger self that look, you want to do this, or
not really any regrets necessarily. If I could go back in time and tell a younger me anything or give any type of advice, it would just be, keep doing what you're doing, stay focused. Don't, feel like you're weird or like you're different, you know, you're different than other people, but don't feel weird about it. Like just keep doing what you're doing. Keep drawing in, those notebooks and making cartoons, and then
You look like one of those kids.
bruh, I was so antisocial.
You look like one of those kids.
I would be in my
Drawing
own, like,
notebooks.
imagine, like, I would have my own Cartoon Network space that I would be in. Like, school, that's why I was saying if I would have went to Morgan, like, school, I just wasn't focused. I was just focused on what I wanted to do. And speaking of that, Miss Dash, she said that at the end of our senior year, like, when I raised my hand, she was like, you used your senior year to be social. That's what you used it for. Like, I mean, you're right. You're right. I did.
That's what you supposed to do. I had a half day my senior year. I wasn't even there the whole day.
So I would just tell myself to just stay focused, and just keep doing what you're doing. Don't really get distracted, really, and just stay focused.
That's what's up. Well, before we close out, you want to shout out your social media,
Oh yeah, let me do that real quick. All right, so if you want to follow my production page, Excellent Productions, you can follow that on IG. Excellent Productions everywhere. www.excellentproductions, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. You can find me on all platforms. If you want to follow my personal page, that is Braden CJ on Instagram, and Braden Jenkins, just period.
He said excellent productions, not good, not okay, but excellent.
No, excellent.
Oh,
but
well, let me
yeah, when I say it fast, sometimes it sounds like Excellent Productions, but no, it's excellent.
Spell it out.
Yeah, XLENS, and then Productions.
Gotcha. See, I'm like excellent. Ooh, well, that's somebody.
It's okay. No, it's good.
All right, cuz
Look, it's always been great having you, Braden. You always welcome back to the show. Look, guys, y'all stay tuned next week for the Christmas edition.
Christmas special.
It's gonna be a Christmas special, man. We in the holiday spirit. Look, y'all stay tuned. Wish Braden is, all the success in the world.
Thank you, man.
Like I said, man, we appreciate you coming on. We out, y'all.